Hello you guys, welcome back. This is Julia and Julia's Knitting. I haven't seen you for a while, you haven't seen me. If you missed me half as much as I missed you, I lived a happy life. You know, this has been such a difficult week. It's been 2 weeks actually, right? They were so difficult. I was preparing for Halloween, for my husband's birthday. Then I had some troubles with the government. I filled something I have to fill. I couldn't do it. I missed it, and that's why I had to. I had a meeting. We decided what to do, and it was so stressful. It was so stressful that I have actually been waiting for this video for a long time. I wanted to come to you having something to show, and I do. That's why I had an idea to come to you earlier, maybe in a week, not after 2 weeks as I usually do, but I knew that I needed to show you something, not just, complain. Well, now I'm coming back to not to my senses, but my usual life, and I can't be happier about it. Okay, a lot of squirrels nowadays, yesterday there were four of them just, running around, like 2 on the trees, 1 on the ground, 1 in the bushes. Interesting. Thank you for being here. I know we're all very busy, and you choosing my videos to spend some time, it's amazing. Thank you very much for that. My Halloween was kind of awful. I should explain. My husband's birthday is on the 30th, and we usually combine it and celebrate his birthday, plus we dress up for Halloween, and we usually celebrate it on the Saturday after the 30th of October, so that everybody is free, everybody has this Sunday the next day, so we can party all night, And before this year, we always celebrated with our families, friends, like with close people. And this year was the first time when we celebrated with his new colleagues in a new country. If you're new here, I moved to Finland about a year ago, and we're building a new life here, and it's going okay. But, the people, actually, I was okay with all the people except one. One was so not my cup of tea, so not my vibe, so not, like the exact, I can't even say opposite. It was the characteristics, the behavior, I don't even understand. I don't even know they exist, And when I see it, I can't think about anything else. I can't celebrate. I can't enjoy myself. I'm just freaking out about why are they behaving like that? How did it happen that they grew up being that? And this was so stressful for me. The night was ruined. I actually still sometimes, remember a flashback comes to my mind, and I am, well, that ruined these 2 weeks a little bit for me. But otherwise, I gave my husband, my husband turned 40 this year, and I gave him 40 presents, and I made him a kind of a poster with 40 things that happened in 1984, the year he was born. And there were some interesting things there. Actually, well, there are things like the Terminator came out, or Purple Rain, or Ghostbusters, or I Just Called to Say I Love You, things like that. Like some rock climber climbed eight 8A, if I remember, or 8B for the first time. Now I know that rock climbers climb 9 something, 9A or 9B, can't remember. But probably the fact that amazed me the most were two points in this list. So in 1984, Liechtenstein was the first country to grant women the right of vote. 1984. At the same time, actually the difference in time between those two is a month. It's either the beginning and the end of April, or April and May, or something like that. So this happened within a month. I can't remember what was first. Same year, in a month or a month before, the first woman from the USSR performed a walk in space. Can you imagine? It blows my mind. I understand that 84 is before I was born, for example, and people are already in space. It surprises me, but I kind of know that. I know that the system of this world is so imperfect that it is possible that women didn't have a right to vote in Europe in 1984. But the thing that they happened in the same year, within a month, blows my mind completely. I cannot, accept it. I know that it's true. I read it. I checked it. It's true. And yet, I'm so surprised that I can't understand how. Well, the actual birthday of my husband was okay. On the 30th, he was working, then he came home, we kind of celebrated together. He opened his 40 presents. I think he was glad, I'm hoping. I made a cake, it was supposed to look like a rock climbing wall, like a bouldering wall. It didn't. It was a kind of a fiasco, but it was okay, for the two of us, it was okay. I think I didn't mention it the last time, but kind of every weekend I swim in the lake. I'm trying winter swimming. Well, it's still autumn swimming, but it's already quite cold. I missed this weekend because I was PMSing and I didn't feel too good. But I think I'll go there like tomorrow. And I actually had some progress. I was going there. Usually I could just manage going in and going out. Like, the only aim was to be underwater, for my shoulders to be underwater. As soon as they are, I'm going out. This time, like last weekend, I wanted to take one deep breath in the water and then go out. I went in, the shoulders are underwater, and I understand that I cannot take a deep breath. And I cannot even take a shallow breath. I'm like, and it's not even, I don't think the air goes deeper than somewhere here, It's not, maybe I didn't even breathe. I was just, existing at that point. But I could manage to, calm down, and I tried to just be there. I counted like 1, 2, 3, then I can't remember, maybe 4, maybe 3.5. So approximately 3 or 4 seconds I managed to spend in the water. It was, it was something new. I was terribly hungover at that time, so it's not a clear experiment, but maybe it helped me. I was so weak, I felt so awful that maybe it helped me just be there. Yes, I'm happy about it. I'm happy about it, and it still gives me this lightness I never feel anywhere else. Okay, and the knitting, you know, I've been pretty inspired this week, these 2 weeks. I finished my hat. I actually remade it. I understood that it was too big for me, so I unraveled it and started over, like decreased. I cast on 12, I think, stitches less than before, and now it fits better. I think it's even enough to make a small, forgot the word, remind me, to fold it a little bit. Yes, it's okay. The only thing I'm thinking about is this crown turned out to be very, you know, it's very sudden. It's very fast. It's going to the center very fast. And it's usually good for a pom-pom because it has this, I don't know, this place, this square to sit on. And so I'm thinking, is it okay what it looks like to be on its own, or do I need a pom-pom? I'm thinking about the same color pom-pom, maybe a faux fur pom-pom, or maybe I'm thinking that because I'm a knitter and because I'm thinking about these things, and a usual person seeing a hat like this won't notice it. What do you think? I'm not sure. I'm still not sure. So I haven't washed it yet. I haven't blocked it yet. And one other thing I want to do with it is brush it. You know, one lady, oh, there's an end showing. One lady in a yarn shop here in Finland showed me a brush, a special brush. I think it's made of some hair, I don't know, maybe horse hair, someone's hair, big hair. And she showed me some fabric before and after, mohair fabric, before and after brushing, and it makes a difference. I didn't have enough money then. I probably don't have enough money now either, but you could use, it was a fancy brush, you know, but you could probably use something that you already have. And I'd like to try that. I have a mohair scarf usually that I wear almost every day, and I still forget to try it on that scarf. And after washing this hat, I want to brush it too. I think it will make it, you know, fluffier. The halo will be more obvious. What do you think about the color? Is it my color? Actually, the app that tells you what colors suit you gave me this color and this one. Maybe not this one. This, I feel like cold colors suit me better than the warm ones. What do you think? Are they my colors? I'm still not sure. I can't understand it on me. When I see other people, it's obvious, you know, yes, that's your color, that's not. But on me, I don't get anything. The next thing is this vest. Can you remember this vest? Can you remember? I told you I was sure I wasn't going to finish it. I even told you, well, guys, maybe this is the last time you see it. And guess what? It's ready. I need to hide the ends, of course. I need to wash it, of course. But even the buttons are already here. Can you imagine? This never happens. Not never, but this is a rare thing that I finish it like so quickly, so easily. And this is a scrap using project. The back is the blue is the main color of the back, yellow is the main color of one side, and green is the main color of the other side. So it's, you know, this kind of again, it gives me the Weasley vibes. It's like a Weasley sweater vest. I can see any member of the Weasley family wearing this, but it's mine. Yeah, it was, I constructed it as I was knitting it, just, you know, thinking about it as I go. So it's probably not the best fitting garment I have, or anyone has, but yet it's okay. I made it to you know, put it on at home when I am a little bit cold. You know, winter is coming, and I think it will be very nice, because I have a lot of jumpers, of course, but I often need, you know, open wrists. I often need shorter sleeves, and that's where the sweater vest will be very useful. So I hope I wear it a lot, and I hope the Weasley family adopts me, and I hope you see me wearing this sweater vest. And I didn't show you the finished Trick or Treat cross stitch. I finished it and I packed it to give to my husband, and so you didn't see it. I love it. It's very, you know, this lollipops you can, I want to lick them, to bite them, to eat them. I can't remember if this character has a name in the film, but they are very, you know, they are friendlier here because nothing is happening. You know, the music, the violins that make you nervous are not playing, so it's kind of cute, and at the same time it's very recognizable. If you have seen the film, you recognize them immediately. And you know, this writing Trick or Treat, this other side it's amazing. The colors, I love it. And I think my husband loved it too. He loves this film. It's actually, I think I told you, it's one of the first films we watched together. So it's kind of our family's story. It's important for our family's story. So yeah, nice. This is it. Okay, next we have several spontaneous knits that just kind of happened. You know, I told you I was very nervous about one person in particular, and when I'm like that, I just need, you know, it's very good when you have a project, when you always have a project, like something like this hat, for example, or something just stockinette stitch, just that you can grab and knit immediately, and you don't you know, sit and remember what row are you on. Okay, there is a pattern, I need to remember where the pattern is, what the pattern is, and so on. You need something that is just there for you. And if I don't have a work in progress, I start something like this. So I think it was this cozy was something like that, like the day after everything passed, everything was over, I just sat and knit something, and this was that something. And I adore how this one color matches the color of the cup of the well, yes, the cup. It's amazing. I took this yarn just because it was there, but then I understood that they are a perfect match. So yes, now I'm drinking water fancily. It's just, what is it called? A garter stitch. All the rows are knit. Garter stitch. I'm blanking. I think it's garter stitch. So this is the first, well, maybe not the first, this is one of the small spontaneous knits I made. The other two are, okay, I'm finding the right side. These bows. I have a list on my phone, things to knit, things that I like to knit someday. And when I don't know what to knit, I go to that list. And sometimes there are things like a cardi to wear for 20 years. And it's a thing you have to prepare for. And sometimes there are things like this, like a bow. So it's actually the same yarn that I made the project bag of. And it looks, I like what it looks like. I like this one more because it has a smaller, what do you call this part, right? So it's more tight. But this one is also cute. I think I'll use them for my Christmas tree. Maybe I'll make more. At first I was thinking to make some hair clips with them. Maybe I'll make more of these and make hair clips. We'll see. So totally recommend. It's also garter stitch. I'm hoping I'm using this term correctly. So you can make lots of them. You can make them red for Christmas. You can make them different colors and just use them whenever, wherever. We're meant to be together. It's nice. I'm thinking it's a nice decor for something you already made. Right? Nice. I like it. So the next were these two sacks. I was thinking for a long time that I want some reusable packaging for presents, something to put under the tree and something you can use for many years. I was thinking of sewing them, so they would be made of fabric, but on this day when I made these, I wasn't sewing, I wasn't going to sew, so I thought maybe I had this yarn left and it was the quantity was for nothing, you know, serious. And I thought they look so festive, so maybe, you know, I always get and give a lot of presents. Mostly, well, mostly yes, we don't have this one big present in our family. Mostly we give a lot of some things, some small things. Sometimes maybe a big present, but mostly small ones, a lot of small ones. And so I can put something, I don't know, I can put socks here, and a more serious present will be packed in a wrapping paper, for example. Or maybe I will sew another sack for the presents. Well, for now it will do. Maybe if I have an occasion, I may also give something in it to someone. So, for example, if I go to my relatives or friends' party and when I need to give them a present, I can present something in this, and I'm okay that they keep it and they use it as they want, right? So it's also an option. We have time till Christmas, so we'll see. I love them. They're both rainbow colored, but different. They are kind of a, you know, like I like my socks, not twins, but probably cousins, maybe even second cousins. I like that. They look together, they look nice together, but they are not exactly the same. They are not even the same from different sides. I love it. Right, the next were peppermint coasters, but not in peppermint colors. So I just have some cotton yarn left, and these are the colors I have. And I was thinking what to do with it, how to combine them, and the nice thing I thought of is these coasters. Like, all the colors are the colors of the coasters, and white is always a complement color. This way I can make a couple of sets, so I can give them to a couple of families for Christmas. And mostly we use coasters not just, you know, for Christmas. We use them all year round. So this way they look festive enough for Christmas, and you know, calm enough for using them every day. And also each member of the family can choose the color and always use the one, or they can mix and match. So this will be my my long-lasting project that I go to when I have a break, when I have 15 minutes to crochet. This was a crochet section, and I think, no, I wanted to say this was I have the last thing. No, I have one more, and it's also spontaneous. So I have this hat I started to knit and didn't finish, and didn't want to finish. It's kind of, I don't need it. And that's why I finally took it and decided to make fingerless gloves or fingerless mittens from it. And voila. I'm not sure, maybe I want them to be a little bit more, I want to have a little more ease in them. Maybe I'll remake them. But the idea, I love it. They are simple errands. They are just two cables going up. And I love it for this yarn. I love it for, you know, I'm not a huge fingerless gloves lover. I don't understand. If it's cold enough to wear gloves, I want fingers because it's cold. If it's okay to be without fingers on your gloves, it's okay to be without gloves for me. But I love it as I love this item. I love this item of clothing, so I'd love to have a pair and to try. Maybe I'm wrong about this. Maybe I'll wear them happily. I'm also improvising. I'm just, you know, using the usual the usual gloves instructions, actually mittens instructions. I will increase here for the thumb, then I'll divide, and then I'll have it finish maybe here, and I will knit a short thumb, also fingerless, thumbless thumb, fingerless thumb. So yes, the needles are 3mm sock needles. The yarn, I've lost the details about the yarn. I would say it's DK. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looks like DK. Maybe sport. Maybe sports yarn. I'm not sure. And I think I cast on 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15. That's 29, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, 42, 42 stitches. I'm thinking about making it 46, maybe 44, 46, maybe 46. But we'll see. We'll see. Okay, this is, you know, to be honest, I also want to say that you might never see this project again because I'm not feeling confident. And I have, you know, I have a lot more important projects to work on, so maybe I'll forget about it for a while. And now the last one, and it's kind of an important one because I hope that's my future pattern. I think I want to turn it into a pattern. It's great for beginners because you only need knits and purls, to know knits and purls, and that's it. No decreases, no increases, knits and purls. And the one thing the beginner can learn is twisting the cable, you know, changing the places of the two, of the four stitches, 2 and 2. And you see, it's going to be a Christmas pattern. You see there are trees here, and kind of a reminder of the trees here. So no matter what side you are wearing it, you have these trees here. I'm thinking about maybe knitting this until the middle and then turning the pattern around so that both on the both sides you have these trees facing the right side. But also I wouldn't mind having them this way. I'll think about it. Maybe there is also an option if you are a beginner and you don't want to complicate things, you just knit this the whole way to the end, right? If you are a little bit more advanced, you feel confident enough, you reflect the pattern from the middle of the scarf. We'll think about that, but I love the sophistication of this simplicity, you know? This is a reminder for me that beautiful, sophisticated, elegant things can be quite simple. It's still not simple to, you know, sit and knit it for a meter and a half, you know? It's not that simple, but I think you know what I mean. There are no, like, crazy constructions here. It's just a scarf and the pattern is just pearls and knits, and still it's amazing for me. I love it. Well, yes, I hope I'll turn it into a pattern. I'd love that. I'd love, you know, when I was a beginner, I loved this kind of projects. They are not you know, too simple when you just knit a plain stockinette stitch, but they have something. But they are, you don't need to spend like hours on that. You don't need to crack any codes in the patterns, you know, this meme from the Big Bang Theory, when a knitter reads the pattern, why? Oh, that's why. So no, that kind of stuff. Just a chart. You just, you know, cross out the row you already made, and that's it. That's all the knitting. But I'd love to share one more thing with you. As you might have guessed, this is a Weasley sweater. There's a letter J, Julia, on it. And that's partly because I'm in a Christmas mood, and partly because the book of the week is Beyond the Wand, and I already finished it, and it's beyond. I laughed, I cried, I remembered. I didn't read all the books, but I remembered the ones I have, and the films. This is mostly about the films, because it's not about the Harry Potter story, but about the actor, and the actor obviously played in a movie, in the movies. Oh, you know, it's obvious when you're reading it that it wasn't written by a writer. At the same time, it was so better written than I expected. Like, this is a thinking, a smart person who is not just gossiping about something, who is not just, you know, complaining or praising himself, or just telling you, just hyping, you know, I played in Harry Potter. This is an intelligent person I'd love to have a conversation with. The squirrel is right here, just outside the window. You know, when I'm reading this book, I understand that maybe it's not a great literature, maybe it's not James Joyce, but it is an intelligent person I'd love to have a conversation with, and that's obvious. And the second thing is, it's so kind. If I had to choose one word, I would choose kind, or kindness, because it's honest. It's not like, oh, everyone is so great, everyone is so nice. No, it's not like that, but at the same time, it's a lot of good words about people who he worked with. Just nice to remember. And they are not always, you know, good meaning, oh, he was such a good actor, such a nice person. No, again, it was something, you know, some specific things. And yet it's written with such kindness, such respect, such, you know, respect for everyone, respect for himself, respect for all the actors, respect for the reader. You know, like, you can feel that we are all equals, and we can all be, you know, mistaken. We can all do a good job. Sometimes we can screw up, and that's what being a human is. You know, if you haven't read it or missed it somehow and don't know that this book exists, take a look. Just take a look. You don't have to read it. You just give it a chance, you know. And the ending, it's just, you know, 2 or 3 chapters. But I cried like it was, I don't know, like it was a dramatic twist in a novel. And it kind of was, like any life sometimes is. And I was happy that it is kind of over, or it's getting better. I know I'm talking riddles right now, but I don't want to spoil it to the ones that haven't read it. Okay, Tom Felton, Beyond the Wand. It's mostly remembering, well, his whole acting career, but most of his acting career was Harry Potter, so the largest portion is Harry Potter. There are also a couple of photo parts, chapters, I don't know what to call them. They are the cutest, and they are adorable, and they also remind us, you know, they remind me, I won't tell about about anyone but me. They remind me the time when I didn't know who the hell Harry Potter was. I just saw the DVD and thought, okay, I heard something, but okay, let's see. And it changed me. It changed me. Kind of, you know, you can probably hear that I am talking slower, that I'm talking rubbish, because I just don't want to stop talking about this book. And it's not about the book, as it's about the feeling that this book gives me. It's amazing, it's cozy, it's... What was it called, the book, like the chicken soup for your soul, something like that. So this is, I don't know if it's a chicken soup or a mug of cocoa, or, you know, a beverage you prefer, in the form of a book. And, you know, I saw Tom Felton differently, because I can't say that I saw him in any way before that. I just, you know, one of the actors who played in Harry Potter. But I don't know, I respect him. After this book, I respect him. And I kind of thank him for writing it. I hope you had a nice time. Thanks again for choosing to spend this time with me. As always, I hope you have time for knitting. If you don't, make time for knitting. 5 minutes? Okay, 5 minutes it is. It's not... Don't underestimate the small amounts of time, the short breaks, the short knitting breaks you have. They will grow into 10 minutes knitting breaks and so on. And 5 minutes is a lot. 5 minutes can give you enough inspiration for the rest of the day, enough calmness, you know, they can just support you. So knit a little bit, or crochet or weave or whatever you do. Read Tom Felton's book. And please give this video a like. This way YouTube understands that it's worth it. It understands that it should show it to other people, and that's always good, because you never know when you meet your people. Maybe right this minute someone is looking for just such a video, so help them find it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I want to say thank you like 1,000 times every time, because, you know, when I hear it from other bloggers, it seems just being polite, but actually it's not. It's very sincere. Now I understand that it's a very sincere thanks, because it is the reason I am doing that. I would probably do that just because I love knitting, but the fact that I'm not the only one who needs that is beyond the wand. It's really something. Don't underestimate it. So write your amazing comments, text me, show me what you're knitting, share the new patterns you found, share what you are going to make for Christmas. Again, not only knitting, sewing, right? Whatever you do. And I hope to see you next time, and I love you, and I hope you have the greatest possible life you can